Hey y'all, it's me again. So I'm going to read you a couple of Reddit stories. I hope you like them. Please rate, subscribe, and comment down below, okay? Here we go. This one's called Someone Left Me, an 18-year-old male, when they thought it wasn't my dad's son, but now they want to get back in touch. I don't think the technical details will matter a lot, so I'll get right down to business. 4 years ago, Dad found out my mom had a lifelong affair. More than one, but that's another story. He knew about a couple of affairs she had in the past and forgave her. Hang in there for the kids, moving on, yada yada. But at that time, 4 years ago, he found out me and my two students might not be his kids, considering time of affair. This is the first time we all heard of Mom's, well, everything really. There was a whole DNA thing, and it turned out my siblings were my dad's, and I was not. Cool, right? So Dad leaves Mom, divorces her, moves out, takes both of my siblings with him. Not me, though. I stay behind with Mom, who hits a new low finding herself alone, and we both become pretty much outcasts as far as most of the family is concerned. My older brother was particularly mean to me. We were really tight before, and the shit he did to me, I swear, had been bigger at the time. I would have punched him hard more than once. I don't want to get into the details because I can't say that I could be recognized, but stuff happened and I got DNA again, and it turns out the fuck out DNA number one was messed up, and I am my dad's kid. Now, I don't need legal advice on this. Grandpa is a man, always had my back. We got a lawyer and are looking to settle. But Dad wants back in my life. Brother's calling, want to meet up and talk shit. I don't effing want to. I want these people out of my life. Sorry, something's going on with... Okay. Sorry, something was going on with my mom's laptop. Mom already forgave everyone. She's going on a date with my dad, and I feel sick. But not my business, right? I wish them both good effing luck. But I want none of it. Only nobody leaves me be. I keep hearing that they're family, and I ought to hear them out and give them a chance, or I'll regret it later. And that the only reason I won't talk to them is because I'm a teen and stupid, or some other shitty explanation. So give me some perspective here, please. Do I sound unreasonable when I say thanks, but F no thanks? I mean, like, before I get to the first update, I mean, like, no, the first chance that they saw, they ran. So, no. Update, 3 days later. Thank you for all the advice, but I decided to go with my grandpa's, which was kind of the same most of you gave me, and I'll be standing my ground. I've been really annoyed lately because a lot of people around me keep saying I'm a crazy teen, and I'll regret it. But Grandpa made a point that I need to stop trying to decide how I feel in the future. Because truth is, you can never know. You have to make decisions now based on feelings and info you have now, not based on feelings and info you might have later. Right now I'm disgusted by Dad and brother. I want nothing to do with them. I don't trust them, and I even think there's a chance they might be doing this, reaching out, just for optics and money. And my feelings change, I'll deal with that when they do. Cross the bridge when I get to it and all. I really wasn't going to post an update on this because I don't see the point. My story's kind of over. But something happened yesterday I want to share. So I decided to stand by my no, I don't want to talk to them. I would move it to another city, soon decided to change my number. Grandpa's the only one who will be having the new one. I asked him not to share it, I know she won't. He is a retired cop, so he's really badass and has zero patience for bullshit. My new number is saved. He called my mom and told her that from now on, if anyone wanted to reach me, they had to go through him. So Mom showed up at his place. I've been living with him for a while and tries to talk to him. But Grandpa says she has to talk to him first so he can decide whether she's allowed to talk to me or not. LOL. So Mom goes insane and starts telling that it's none of his business and that this is between me and my dad. So Grandpa says something like, if anyone shows up at my lawn to disturb the boy, I'll get the cops, a restraining order, and a shotgun. It goes on for a while until Mom says I'm not the only family Grandpa has. And that by doing this, Grandpa is pushing everyone away and splitting their family. His as a grandson, why is he picking just the one and so on? So Grandpa fucking laughs and tells her that through no fault of his own, his family blew up long ago, and everyone just grabbed a piece of what was left and ran for it. He looks at me and says, I'm his piece. So he's not letting me go and F it. I was feeling like laughing at this point because Mom was going crazy on, but when he fucking said that, I broke. Mom left after a while and I just hugged my own mom like life depended on it. And he just said something like, enough now. No need for that. I'm your family. Family doesn't leave. You remember that when you have one of your own. And I effing will. Edit. Oh, before I forget, some people were asking about what my siblings were like. Well, my older brother stole / took shit that took stuff that were mine or supposed to be mine. He lied to me about it. He lied to me and about me, and not the innocent kid lie, but effed up stuff that ruined relationships I had with friends, family, even a girlfriend I cared about. He was a huge bully for years, even hit me with. Mom said he's going through a lot too, and Dad couldn't care less and just protect it. Grandpa told him, if you ever hit OP again, he would break brother's teeth. I guess he believed it because he never touched me after one time. Younger brother's cool, I'd rather not talk about him anymore. Another, I read the comment section to Grandpa. I had to explain what OG is. He now wants to watch Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. But we want to thank you for all the love. Reading the replies, my first post, he just said, the internet is very smart. Reading the replies on his update, he got a little much on the left, saying, yes, I have stuff to do. But he got a beard, came out and asked if there were more people saying stuff. The comment comparing him to Clint Eastwood made it stay. Thanks for the love, guys. I love this grandpa. I love him. He reminds me of my grandpa. My grandpa was always kind of funny. He would stand up for me and the reason why I'm talking in past tense is because my grandpa died when I was in high school. I'm like in my 30s now. I'm going to tell you exactly how old I am because it's in it, blah blah blah. But yeah, he died when I was like, what, a freshman in high school? So I don't really remember much about him because it's tied up with my abuse and whatnot that I was going through in high school. Oh, my brain's making me forget about him because it's tied up to all that and whatnot. It's sad. I really want to remember my grandpa. The only thing I remember of my grandpa is what he said that made me laugh so hard. He's like, don't eat yellow snow. That's the only thing I ever heard him say. And also the fact that he used to play with his fake teeth. Those fake teeth that old people have. Like, I forgot what they're called. I know we'll think about it later. I know I'll remember it later because that's how my autistic brain works. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. And, yeah, this guy reminds me of my grandpa. Final update, 56 days later. It is an act of God that I still remember Patrick this early, but if guys, people, you're not gonna effing believe this. I don't effing believe this. The lab didn't make a mistake on results. What they did is they mixed the results of all the children. I am my dad's son, but my older brother is not. Which is effing weird because he looks like dad. Maybe mom has a type. Turns out it was his lab results stuff, whatever. With my name on it. He'll be triple checking now with another lab, but I'm an ass. The second has confidential disclosure clause. Something on details, so I'll not be speaking about this ever, and all ever again, because it's damn good money. So, shh. I had to share because effing low. If anybody is keeping score, I now believe in karma. Oh my god. Oh my god. So the other brother is not daddy's son, but you, one of the younger brothers, are karma. That's what I call karma. Oh my god, karma. Oh my god, so they mix all the children's DNA together into one when they should have done one by one by one, because that's how most DNA tests work. But because everyone wanted to test all the children, the lab got overwhelmed, and so they're like, let's make this into one person. OP is not the son, but everyone else is. But they're like, oh, wait, oops, we made a mistake. OP is a biological son, but the other son, no, not so much. Fuck! Grandpa's like, yo, I would like to take by this one. Fuck you all. I know you all don't get to be in my will. Only OP does. I hope Grandpa says that. And I hope Grandpa changes his will from everyone having a slice of his will to only OP. Because even OP's own mom didn't even side with him. OP's mom, the one who's been having an affair. She forgot who belonged to whom, because she had that many affairs. She's like, oh yeah, OP is not your son, honey. But everyone else is. Oh, no way! OP is your son. We had sex. You got me pregnant. But then a year or so later, I had sex with another guy. And then another guy. And another guy. Oopsie! I made a mistake. I'm remembering because I had so many affairs. Oopsie! So Dad's like, fuck my wife into little pieces. Sold her to the bacon store. Now my life is in pieces. I'm gonna do a petty revenge this time called X cheated on me, asked for updates on our dog. My friend told me I should post it, so here I am, lol. So my 25-year-old female ex-fiance, I 27-year-old male, The 7 years recently dumped me for a younger woman, a 21-year-old. Oh, no, wait. So, a 27-year-old male, my 25-year-old ex-fiance, 7 years recently dumped me. No, wait. Oh, so me, a 25-year-old female, my ex-fiance, 27-year-old male, 7 years, recently dumped me for a young woman, 21-year-old female, that he met on TikTok. To make a long story short, I had suspicions about his infidelity since January of this year, but every time I raise concerns, I get hit with the good old, "Don't worry, babe, she's just my best friend." Well, it turns out I was right, and the very same day we called our relationship off due to unrelated issues. He's posting on social media about how much he loves his new girl. Last week he met her in real life for the first time and moved her life 5 states away to his dad's house. Keep in mind we've been broken up exactly a month today. Anyway, we had a dog together, Rosie. The house we were living together is mine, so I decided to keep her here with me since I had more stability, and she's BFFs with my roommate's dogs. He agreed that she'd probably be better off with me, and only after I sent pictures of her and keep him updated on how she's doing. I said, sure, I'll email you some photos every few months. So every day since then, whether I let Rosie out into y'all, take pictures of her pooping, to send to my ex. I got on all different angles, a couple of videos, the whole 9 yards. In a couple of months, he'll have an inbox full of our shitting dog to remind just what exactly I think about him. Wow. I didn't expect it to blow as much as it did. Thank you so much for everyone asking how Rosie and I are doing. We're just fine. I think she's definitely sad that he's not around anymore. They're best buddies after all, but she's surrounded by her pup friends and gets belly rubs all the get belly rubs every day. As for my ex and the other one, I really assumed she knew about our relationship. It's possibly lied to her and say we were roommates or something, but I don't really care. Even if she was actively poaching him, my ex would have shut it down if he really loved me. End of story. He's told me everything I needed to know with his actions, which are far more trustworthy than his words. All I know is I'm happy and feel more fulfilled than I have in years. I'm reconnecting with old friends, spending time with loved ones, trying new things and meeting new people. The best revenge I could ever have is being better off without him. Oh my god, I love this petty revenge. Because I mean, like, it would be the same thing if this happened with me and my boyfriend. You want updates on how I'm doing, what my dog is doing? Okay. Then fine. Here's another pay revenge call. Supervisor tried to bully me. Say goodbye to the job instead. This happened several years ago now, but Facebook just reminded me of this story. I was at uni at the time and worked for a large chain supermarket alongside my studies. I have a lot of complex medical issues, some of which were diagnosed at the time. As a result, I was in and out of hospital a lot, light duties to avoid injuring myself on the clock. This particular supervisor had disliking of this because she thought I was being lazy or something. Anyway, all the staff at the store, it was one of those small convenience style stores, so there weren't many of us, had each other on Facebook. It made finding cover shirts easier for the most part. We all got along. We all got on alright. I had made a jokey status about something funny that happened on my shift, and her one brain cell came to life, and she thought it was smart to leave a mean comment. I commented back and told her to shut the F up. She did not and made several nasty and derogatory comments about my health issues, was racist towards a friend of mine that jumped in to defend me, and used disgusting language against a disabled friend that had instantly commented on the original adult. Oh, while she was me on the clock. I blocked her at that, but not before a screenshot the whole conversation, and emailing it to every manager I had contact information for. The next day, I was called in for a meeting with the store manager, the area manager, and HR. I submitted 4 agreements on the matter. It turned out she had been bullying another manager for being gay also, and was already on a warning. Within 2 weeks, she was gone. She's been there for years, and she worked her job within 5 minutes by choosing to pick on the wrong person. I learned not to have colleagues on social media, but I also learned to use someone's own stupidity against them. If you're going to spout hateful stuff, don't do it on a public forum with your job list on your profile. The joke's on her anyway. I got a diagnosis shortly after that incident. Finished she left that job behind and has never been happier. She's still in that same town, utterly miserable, still working a sucky retail job for another supermarket. Oh my god. Why can't supervisors learn that if you're gonna be mean, it's gonna come back to you twice as hard? Oh my god. I'm so glad I never had to deal with stupid supervisors like that. I mean, like, the one time that I worked at Whole Foods or Amazon, boy, I hated Amazon so much. My Whole Foods co-workers were nice and all, but my Amazon manager was horrible. Well, not horrible in that way, but I mean, like, the way whoever did the scheduling, whoever created the scheduling the way that they did, thought it was gonna be easier, I guess. I don't know. They do a drop-down schedule where you can only work the shift that you have clicked on the work shift app or website or whatever. I don't really remember because this was just before the COVID lockdown. So, anyways, I did drop down schedules. I wish I took pictures of it so I could show you guys, but that was around the time that I was going through abuse with my best friend. If you want to learn about that, I talk about it on my YouTube channel. So click on it if you want to learn more about my abuse and what I went through and whatnot. So, anyways, they thought that a drop-down schedule would be easier, I guess. But it wasn't. I mean, like, it was for a while until they wanted to put more people on the job so that we wouldn't be waiting around for somebody to place an order at the store. But since they did that, it became harder to even get a job. I wasn't the only one who was frustrated. My Amazon co-workers at Whole Foods were also complaining a lot too. Because most of my co-workers have families of their own. They had children and whatnot, and when you do a job down schedule like that, how are they supposed to plan, like, I don't know, daycares, plan on how they're gonna, or when they're gonna pick up their children and whatnot. It just did not make sense at all. I hope they learned their lesson and are not doing that anymore. But Amazon, I hope you did. And Amazon, I am calling you out on it because you really need to be called out on it. Because that drop down schedule, it's insane. It got me, an autistic person, upset enough to even quit your job because I couldn't take it anymore. My God. So yeah, please rate, subscribe, and comment down below. Okay, bye.